With the breaking news of rising conflict between Iran and the United States, I can't help but feel we are witnessing a powerful and chilling fulfillment of end times prophecy. The pieces are falling into place, and what was once written in ancient scripture may now be unfolding before our very eyes. Stay tuned, because in this video, I'll break down what I believe to be a monumental step toward the return of Jesus Christ. The signs are becoming impossible to ignore. Let's go back, way back, to the biblical prophet Ezekiel. In the Old Testament, Ezekiel was given incredible visions by God, visions that many theologians and scholars believe speak of the end times. These weren't just symbolic dreams, they were detailed prophetic glimpses into a future generation, our generation. Now, it's important to understand the way prophecy works. Ezekiel described these visions using the knowledge available to him at the time. He lived in a world without airplanes, without bombs, without tanks. So when he saw modern machinery or destruction, he used comparisons he understood. For example, he might refer to helicopters as plated locusts, or to tanks as iron chariots. These descriptions weren't literal, they were symbolic, meant to describe something far beyond his time. Ancient names, modern nations. But here's where it gets really interesting. In Ezekiel 38, the prophet lists a group of nations that will come against Israel in the last days. Among those names is Persia. Persia is the ancient name for what we now call Iran. That's right, Iran is directly mentioned in Ezekiel's end-time war prophecy. The Bible predicted that Persia, alongside other nations like Gog, Magog, Cush, and Put, would align themselves in a military campaign against Israel. In modern terms, many scholars associate Gog with a military leader or spirit of rebellion, Magog with parts of Russia and Central Asia, Cush with Sudan or Ethiopia, Put with Libya, and again, Persia with present-day Iran. This prophecy is thousands of years old. And yet here we are, Israel and Iran in growing tension, with Iran forming military alliances, and the United States, a powerful ally of Israel, being drawn into the conflict. These nations, named in Scripture, were aligning exactly as foretold. This isn't coincidence. It's fulfillment. The plated locusts and the quaking earth. Let's revisit Ezekiel's language. He describes scenes of warfare, mentioning things like plated locusts swarming from the skies. With modern eyes, that imagery looks a lot like helicopters or drones, machines of war flying overhead, sounding like swarms and bringing destruction. And then he speaks of great earthquakes, the earth shaking violently, possibly symbolizing nuclear detonations or massive destruction on a global scale. The more you study it, the more you realize that these aren't just poetic metaphors, they're shockingly accurate representations of modern warfare from a man who lived over 2,500 years ago. The Third Temple and the Last War. And while all this unfolds, the Third Temple in Jerusalem is being prepared, a major prophetic event that many believe must take place before the return of Christ. Religious tension in the Holy Land is rising. Political instability is increasing, and the global powers are teetering on the edge of conflict. Even in times that seem peaceful, war can ignite in a moment. One decision, one missile, one act of retaliation, can draw in allies from all over the world and escalate things faster than we can imagine. And now we must ask, could this be the conflict that triggers the events described in Ezekiel and Revelation? Could the stage be set for the rise of the Antichrist? For the false peace? For the final spiritual showdown before Jesus returns? A wake-up call for our generation. Some may see this as fearmongering, but I see it as a wake-up call, to watch, to pray, and to be spiritually ready. The Bible isn't just a book of the past, it's alive. And the prophecies it contains are unfolding right now. The ancient world knew Iran as Persia. And God spoke through his prophets, naming Persia as a key player in the final battle. Today, we are watching that ancient warning take shape in real time. Let me be clear, this isn't about politics. This is about prophecy. And it's about truth. We must be awake, alert, and grounded in Scripture. Because Jesus himself said in Matthew 24, "When you see these things begin to happen, look up, for your redemption draws near." Stay tuned, because in the next part of this series, I'll go deeper into other prophetic signs. If you found this video thought-provoking, share it, like it, and subscribe so more people can hear this message. The time is short, the signs are clear. God bless you, and may we all be ready for the return of the King.